Hi guys, let's share our parenting experiences. I would like to summarize the whole thing in say three parts. Three parts. Number one, and they're all driven by experiences, and I would be mentioning names of some experts. So they probably have helped me to channelize my thoughts on the same subject. But they are all backed up by experiences, as I say. Uh, so number one is you see, it's my hobby to catch up with people, long lost people, so to say, friends, school friends, college friends. And when I catch up with them after, say, 2, 3, or 4 decades, not 4 decades, but 2 or 3 decades, and we do really talk about that, what career we followed, and ups and downs, and we also talk, one of the things we talk about is the career choices that we made long, long ago. So there, what comes very clearly is that we were deeply influenced by our parents. In fact, probably we were influenced by our, you know, our mythological hero, Sri Ram, Purushottam Ram, which basically means that we were taught to be very, very obedient to our parents. Once they say yes, we agree to that. So it was mostly driven by them. I mean, their choices, and then our job as Agyakari sons, our job was to see to it that it is, consummated, that particular choice is done, and done successfully. And that was epitome of our successes, right? And at the same time, if I recall what we learned at school, we were told, we learned something in, I think, in Hitopadesh, which said something like, if you are stuck by career choices, that then they give instance of somebody, a Sishya, who is asking his guru. He says, Bho Pandita, King Pantha. So the Guru's reply, or the Guru replies, Mahajano yen gata sapantha. Loosely translated, it means that the disciple is asking his teacher that what's the correct way, and the answer is, where the great men have gone, great men, follow them, follow their footprints, right? So that was our basic training, say something like 3 decades, 4 decades ago, when we were getting into teenage. Now, that was past. So, parenting past, present, and future. That's how I'm seeing it. Now, in current generation, we have learned, we have wisened up. There has been learning, and there has been wisdom on the part of parents. Now we know that it's best that children find out their own choices, their own career choices, what suits them, what really stimulates them, what's their interest areas are. And as parents, our job is to maybe ask them questions, put them into certain situations, and help them to make their career choices, and then back it up. So it's basically follow your dreams, uh, you know, going by that book, Alchemist, right? Follow your dreams. Or it can also be said that, okay, follow your passion, right? Now, I'm reminded of a talk by Indra Nui, the person from Chennai, the woman from Chennai, who was the PepsiCo chief, worldwide chief, till some time ago. She used to say that her mother was a very good parent, a very good mother, and what she used to do, she and her sister, that she used to give them, both of them, when they grew up, but maybe in their teenage, that I'm not sure. Her mother used to give them a situation that, look, you are a doctor now. So try to feel, I mean, how your day will be, and how would you go about the task, and what will you feel about it? And that roles that her mother gave to them, that would change over a period of time. Sometimes maybe pilot, or corporate executive, or say a teacher or a nurse, anything. So she says that my mother did not make career choices for us, but that she helped us to, you know, expand our imagination that okay, anything is possible. Now, very small kids, they do it. Very small means 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, they would play games, playing, doctor, doctor, or anything like that. But that is a bit different than this. Many parents would discourage, when the children get into teenage, that no, don't do that. I mean, you are big enough to do kiddies stuff. But the point is that no, that's always useful. I mean, whatever helps you to expand your imagination and your frontiers. So this has been the present generation. I mean, the choices before them. I mean, that is how their careers are being shaped. I mean, that's how we saw our children doing. Another chap that I like to mention here, I read about. That was Javed. What Javed, the lyricist, and also the poet lyricist. He says, I mean, I remember I was very much impressed by his children, Farhan and Zoya, son and daughter, when they made movies like Dil Chahta Hai, then also Rock On, and even in Dil Dhadakne Do, or even that Lucky, forgetting the name, directed by Zoya. So I was very much impressed that such originality. I used to wonder, I mean, how these guys were trained and how they are doing all this. Later on, somewhere I read, I mean, I heard Javed talking about it. Somebody asked him, in fact, Javed Akhtar, yeah. Somebody asked him that, did you train your children to do all this, or about the fineries of, movie making or direction? He says, no, in the when they were very young, then by the time I used to reach home, they were asleep, and by the time I got up, they had already left for the school. So hardly I got a chance to train them. Then his question was, then how did this happen? How did the children pick up all these? He says, look, something to be understood by parents, that your children don't follow what you tell them. May not follow, they may or may not, but then they are likely to follow what you do. I mean, whether you tell them or not, they do see it sooner or later what exactly you do. And that's how it comes. Now, if I talk in my case, so when I grew up, I saw my father doing reading almost every day. He used to read his Hindi books, and his favorite was one author called Guru Dutt. He was supposed to be a cut above the usual, novels, sort of literary stuff, and many more. And I used to find a small library which I later, organized. So till say about till the college days, till about when I was about 22, when I graduated from the Spilani, I was hardly into reading. I was more into sports and those adventure activities and photography and things like that. But then after that, somewhere down the line, in the next 5 years, I really caught up with reading, which I don't think I planned as such. But so how it happened, I think I saw my father doing that. Then again, talking about my kids, I may be having some 1,000 books or maybe more. I made it a point to buy books and read. So I found later on my children at some point of time, they getting into reading. So that's a part of parenting too. I mean, how it works. Then, if we talk about future, then I would like to quote Yuval Harari, right? That's the name, the author of *Sapiens*, and the Israeli chap, very young chap, but then he may be much better than many who are much elder to him. He says that look. Talking about AI, he says that if you think you know about yourself, that may not be entirely correct. Maybe you know a part of yourself, or somebody else knows part of yourself. But then, if there is AI, which studies clearly your habits, what you talk, what you buy. That can really help you to zero in on what exactly you want, which may be in your semi-conscious mind, I mean conscious or unconscious, semi-conscious mind, but that will really tell you that what exactly appeals to you and what exactly your passion. That may be a bit far from now, but that looks to be the future of how parenting would happen, or how in fact how our children will be deciding about or helping their children to decide about their career choices and things like that. I mean, so this is what I would say about the past, present, and future of parenting. Do share your experiences. Bye.